Hello, my name is Nasima Khatun, and I'll be discussing the major sources and types of conflict in library settings. Workplace conflicts comes from several key areas. Some major sources of conflicts are individual personal baggage, and organizational and structural gaps, psychological and behavioral factors, and dysfunctional organization or leadership. Every employee brings their personal baggage to the workplace. Everybody has different values shaped by their culture and religion, which can clash with each other. They also have different coping mechanisms and expectations formed by their social environment and family system. For example, some employee may avoid conflict, while others may respond more directly or emotionally. In addition, emotional trauma such as grief, PTSD, domestic violence can result in absenteeism, low productivity, and negative interactions with each other. If these differences and challenges are not recognized, they can easily lead to misunderstandings and conflict. Another source of conflict comes from organizational and structural gaps. For example, the nature of a librarian's job can be unmeasurable, which makes it difficult to define success or failure. This lack of accountability can create tension. Issues like wages, work hour, benefits, and work opportunities can also create conflict. Additionally, there is often a respect gap within libraries. Even though many staff have strong educational backgrounds, support staff are sometimes undervalued. Unlike classroom faculty, many librarians work on contract rather than being tenured, which can create feelings of instability and inequality. Psychological and behavioral factors also play a big role in workplace conflict. For instance, low emotional intelligence, such as deficiencies in self awareness, empathy, and social skills, can make communication and collaboration more difficult. Employees that lack perseverance tend to give up easily when faced with challenges, which can impact team performance. Burnout is another key issue, which often leads to less engagement, more mistakes, and high turnover rates. Together, these factors can create tension and reduce overall workplace effectiveness. Dysfunctional organization is another major source of conflict, which is created by dysfunctional leadership. Micromanaging, poor communication, lack of actions, and lack of collaboration are some characteristics of dysfunctional leadership, which can lead to high stress workplace and high turnover rates. In many cases, poor leadership stems from a lack of preparation or experience in leadership roles, which makes it harder to manage teams effectively. Now that we have looked at the sources, let's move on to some common types of conflict. Some common types of conflict include interpersonal and cultural conflict, workplace violence and toxic staff behavior, systemic bullying, and environmental and logistical challenges. Interpersonal and cultural conflicts are very common in workplace. For example, generational differences can create tension. New employees often bring different values, expectation, and work style, which may clash with more experienced staff. There can also be a lack of collaboration, even though teams attend trainings or workshops. A good example is the Sunday afternoon volleyball team discussed by Montgomery, where a group of employees believed they could win a competitive match without actually learning the rules, teamwork, and collaboration. But results of the match proved them wrong. This example clearly shows that without real effort, collaboration, and follow through, teams can break down. Workplace violence can manifest in three ways: physical, verbal, and psychological. Physical violence include pushing, shoving, and extreme incidents such as shooting and stabbing. Verbal threats are explicit or implied statements intended to cause fear. Psychological harms are indirect threats, bullying, and implied stress. Perpetrators of workplace violence can be staff or library users. Systemic bullying often involves abuse of power. Individuals in position of authority may use that power to target or intimidate others. In some cases, bystanders ignore or justify this behavior, especially in highly competitive environments. They may even label the victim negatively. This is known as witness desolate, where people rationalize harmful environment instead of challenging it. These type of conflicts stem from environmental and logistical factors. Informational organizations are constantly changing. For example, after COVID-19, new skills are required to effectively manage libraries. Constant work shifting and continuous transformation of roles and duties causes stress. This is especially difficult on older generation of employees and employees who struggle to adapt quickly. Additionally, employees may feel undervalued if their workplace does not consider their needs, such as dietary restriction, accessibility, or physical accommodations. These factors can impact morale and contribute to workplace tension. So these are some sources and types of conflicts. Up next, Julian will discuss effective and innovative ways to manage these conflicts.